You say as humans, we have a hard time communicating, and I agree with you. Do you think fighting is a way of communicating? I mean, so many people watch Muhammad Ali fight who weren't fight fans, and they watched a man get into the ring and put it on the line and stand for what he believed in. I mean, is fighting this kind of way we can communicate with each other? Because in ways, there are people putting their lives on the line. You can see hearts. You know, it's almost like an opera unfolding in front of you of what the human condition is. Is that why you think we're attracted to it?
Most definitely. It's the closest thing to life that you're ever going to find. A fight is just like life. You got to fight for everything. You got to stand up for yourself. You get knocked down, you got to get back up. You understand me? Fighting is the closest thing, closest sport to me that's comparable to life, to everyday life. Of any sport out there, boxing or fighting is the closest thing.
Because it's truthful, right? Because it's there, you get hit, you either stay down or you get up, and there's no Hollywood, there's no editing, there's no cover up, there's no news story. It's happening in real time. You can't run, you can't hide, and there's a winner at the end, right?
Exactly what it is.
Is that why you love it?
A winner and a loser. You better believe it.
Right. Yeah, there is a winner and a loser, and there's a lesson there always,
yeah,
right?
There it is.
Yeah, Dana White from the UFC said, fighting's in our DNA. That's what he said. He said, if there's a hockey match on the corner and a basketball match being played and a fight breaks out, everybody go watch the fight. And he said,
yes.
And that's in our DNA, right? Because it means something to all of us. Even if you're an old lady and you never had a fight in your life, it still means something, right?
It's nature.
Yeah, it is nature. Now, you used to watch animals, and that's how you got your fighting style, not only in the ring, but even the way you would behave and act outside the ring. Is that right?
Of course. If God made nature, then what better teacher to give than nature? God made nature and didn't give it no choices. So if you watch nature, you learn how to do things that God created, and he didn't give them a choice to say, I want to do it like this or like that. No, he just showed them how to do it. Naturally, they learn how to do it. They got that directly from God. So why not learn from them?
And you would watch the alpha, whatever, chicken or bear or dog, and you'd watch the way they behave before the fight, after the fight.
Because I want to be an alpha.
Right. Because the alpha wins.
Exactly.
And they win. And a lot of the game happens before the fight, right? The posture.
A lot of it happens before the fight. So you must know how to behave, how to carry yourself before, during, and after. There are 3 phases.
And do you think the fighters of today understand that as well?
No, they don't.
They don't.
No.
And again, you've said before, it's a very much so a mental game. And I know we've heard that many, many times in the past, but I wonder if you could dissect it a little bit more, because you've said it's I think 99% mental, although most people that aren't fighters, they can't see that because to them it appears physical, Roy.
Yeah, it appears physical, but there's so much more that goes into it mentally than you'd ever know. There's mental, but from when you know you might fight somebody, you have to watch how you carry yourself around them, because they're always looking for weaknesses. So that mentality is what you must learn to have. As the animals taught me. The animals taught me that you always carry yourself as though you're the boss. So that when people see you, they know that's a boss. If I want to be the boss, I got to be that boss. Because that boss is a boss. That's how he carries himself. That's how he thinks. That's how he eats. That's how he drinks. Everything about him is the boss. And if you don't have that to start with, then he's not really a boss. So a boss got to be a boss from get to go. And that's what I like most of from the animals.
Now, and you train a lot of fighters. I know you're working with Chris Eubank Jr. I know you got fighters in South Africa, in Russia, in Europe, all around the world. Is that a lot of what you're teaching them, the mentality from the way they speak to the way they talk about themselves to inside the ring, outside the ring?
I focus more on the boxing inside the ring first. And if I get one that gets good enough that he can get to that point, like Chris Eubank, then later on I'll start taking him down that road, because that's a secondary road. First, you got to learn how to get the tools together so that you can be this person that you need to be. Then you learn how to put the character with the person. Now you got a full connection.